Okay, so I'm not going to be using the Yakult mic today because I kind of want to practice talking with both my hands. This video is a bit more personal, but I do think it's worth putting these thoughts out there. To help me get to where I am right now, I've taken a few ideas from different places and people that have inspired me. As I look ahead at this new journey that I'm on, I foresee that there will be several challenges and probably low points along the path towards progress. And to help me through these potentially tough periods, I thought it would be a good idea to create something for my future self to look back on, just to remember where I started, and to sort of keep me on track and focused on the things that are truly important to me. So here's 5 things to remember for my future self. Number 1, be willing to play the fool. Giving yourself permission to be creative is also about giving yourself permission to fail. And when you fail, you may feel foolish from time to time. A lot of the things that you will create may not resonate with everyone, and that's okay. Just remember, as much as possible, create things for yourself, and if those things click with people, then that's just a bonus. So don't get caught up with the views, the subscribers, and the metrics. The value that comes from this can't be measured by those things. Ethan Hawke says it best in his TED Talk, which I will link in the description below. He describes creativity as something that is vital, and through the act of self-expression, we start to witness each other's common humanity. He ends off by saying, so if you want to help your community, if you want to help your family, and if you want to help your friends, you have to express yourself. And to express yourself, you have to know yourself. It's actually super easy. You just have to follow your love. There is no path till you walk it, and you have to be willing to play the fool. Number 2, question your limiting beliefs. Let's use a story from when you were younger for this one. When you were in primary 1, your teacher gave you guys an art project, which was to draw a self-portrait of yourselves. As any 7-year-old would, you went home, worked hard, and poured a little bit of your heart and soul into this project. You were so excited to hand it in the next day because your teacher said she would be hanging up everyone's drawing on the wall of the classroom. When it finally got to your turn, she took one look at the painting and said, "So ugly. Take home." I think this was partially because I hadn't colored the borders of the drawing in. But what this manifested as in your 7-year-old brain was that you aren't good at art, you aren't good at drawing, and you shouldn't even try. Do you remember that? It was soul destroying. Now, I'll be honest, I couldn't find the actual drawing, but here's a drawing from 1 year later. And as you can see, I learned my lesson because I made such a big effort to color all the borders in. This is me and my best friend at the time. As you can tell, this one is me from the nose. Anyway, the point of the story is that you will come across a lot of these kinds of people in your life, and they will impact the beliefs you have of yourself and what you can or cannot do. As you continue to progress along this journey, these beliefs you have will evolve and change, and instead of saying, "Why can't I?" try saying, "How can I?" and keep questioning these limiting beliefs. Number 3, focus on making marginal improvements and keep building momentum. You are most familiar with the concept of compound interest when it comes to finance, but remember that it can be applied to other areas of your life as well. Starting any big project or goal can be daunting, and it is hard to see the immediate results from the time and effort you invest upfront. The further out your project or goal, the more of a lag there will be. Sometimes you put too much emphasis on the final goal or achievement, when in actual fact, it is almost just as important to reward yourself for the decisions and actions you engage in on a daily basis that help you bring you closer to that goal. Standing still is the equivalent of moving backwards. So try and do things on a daily basis that bring you closer to where you want to go and keep building momentum. Number 4, stay committed to your decisions, but flexible in your approach. Just remember that you are trying to realize your potential as a storyteller. And right now, you are trying to do that through film, but there are a lot of different paths you can take. If you find yourself a little stuck going down one path, and that's not really where you want to be, just remember there are countless other ways that can help you get to where you want to go. Stay focused, but be flexible. Number 5, take what you do seriously, but not yourself. This one can be a bit hard to remember. Try your best to keep the standards you set for yourself high. But remember that it's way more fun and enjoyable to look for ways to laugh at yourself and the situations you might find yourself in. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. I currently don't have a consistent upload schedule yet, so if you would like to follow me on this journey, please consider subscribing and remember to hit that bell notification icon so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. Like this video if it resonated with you, and comment below something that you might like to tell your future self. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace! Ding ding.